Well, the flat season began at Naas, and it is at Naas on November the 7th that it will conclude. And ahead of the flat season finale at Naas, now we can talk to Oisin Orr. Oisin, lots of people have been champion apprentices, but it's another level, I suppose, to kick on. What were your thoughts going into this year? And obviously then it was delayed by the whole lockdown.
Yeah, well, look, I just want to, the same as every year, do the best I can, ride as many winners as I can, and look, that was the aim at the start of the year, and it's been a great year. Was
it a long ambition to become champion apprentice? Was it something you thought you could achieve?
Probably growing up, I never thought I would, but look, I was very lucky to be champion apprentice twice, and it's a great thing to have.
Because it's the standard of, you know, Irish young lads at the minute. We spoke to Dermot Well, who said he's probably never seen a bunch of jockeys as good as the crop at the moment, which is quite something considering he's in the game so long.
Yeah, well, that's it. All the young lads now, they're very good riders and they're well capable of sitting on any horse and winning on them, so that's good.
How did your relationship with Dermot Well start?
My first ride for him was in Gorham Park, but I was very lucky that won. I'm not sure, I think Kevin O'Ryan and Pat Mullen put my name forward for the ride in the filly. I think they won the claim offer, but I was very lucky to get the opportunity.
And if we just go back, how did you get into it? Pony racing?
Yeah, well, we started off, my father always had ponies, and then from there we done a bit of pony racing, and I went to Joanna Morgan's then. That was the first place I started.
It's hard to believe you're around that long, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's it, around a while, but now from there, when she retired, then I went to Eddie Lynham's and got my apprentice licence there.
How was Eddie like?
Oh yeah, he was good to work for. He's very straight up, and he says it as it is, so it's probably the best way.
Donegal young lads at the moment, yourself, your brother Conor, you're from a family of 6. Then you think of the likes of Dylan Brown McMonigal as well, which is quite remarkable.
Yeah, well, that's it. There's a lot of young lads up there now that enjoy riding out horses, and look, they have to come down here to get the chance, but they're well capable of doing it, and there's a few good lads coming through.
What's it like being a brother of a jockey who's trying to make it as well on a slightly different path?
Yeah, well, I don't follow the jump racing too much. So.
Do you not?
No, not really. I wouldn't be into it, but he doesn't really talk about it, to be honest.
Yeah, you kind of you've that relationship where you talk about different things.
Yeah, well, that's it. Outside the horses, yeah, generally.
It's going well for him.
Yeah, it is. He's enjoying it, so he's doing good.
What about Dylan Brown McMonigal? He's been the name on many people's lips this year, I suppose. Just maybe memories of Johnny Murta as well, because both of them have a bit of a boxing background.
Yeah, well, that's it. I think he was boxing when he was younger. He always had an interest in the horses, but look, he done very well pony racing, and he seems to be doing the same on the track. How's
this year gone for you, I suppose? Got to ask about Search for a Song. Not a straightforward filly to ride. Can you explain that?
No, but she's gotten a lot better. I remember I rode her out a few times last year and she was very keen, but with the hood I think it switches her off a lot better, and she's settling down mentally too. The
Comer Group Irish Ledger must have been an outstanding day for you personally, where maybe you wake up the next day and you wonder, did that actually really happen?
Yeah, definitely. I had to pinch myself, but it was a great opportunity to get, and for her to do it so well and relax and do everything right, it was great.
Do you feel pressure before a race like that?
Not really, no. Mr. Webb, he just gives you a base on what he wants you to do, and you try your best to do it, but look, everything went to plan, and she picked up and won the race nicely. Are you always this laid back, or is it just the best way of being a jockey is to chill out and you get bad days and good days? That's it, exactly. I don't think there's much point getting worked up about anything, so it's probably the best way to be.
But in a race you have to be like that, because if you panic it loses, you know, you lose a position or whatever, you do something maybe you shouldn't have done.
Yeah, well, that's it. If things aren't always going to plan and you force them, I think you can nearly be worse off, so I think you're better off just taking your time and ride it as you find it and see what happens.
What's your best attribute as a jockey, do you think?
I think I'll be able to get a horse to settle very well, but I'd say that's it.
Well, I don't know about that, but how long does it take to get to that stage where you can manage a horse with your hands and the horse will respond to you? Is it years of practice?
I don't know what's to it. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Is it an inexact kind of science?
Yeah, it must be, but I just try to be as calm as I can on them and not grab them up too much and give them a looser rein as I can. So,
do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I do. I enjoy it, yeah. My weight's been as good as ever this year, so that's probably a big help too.
How have you managed that?
Just different things. I just have a good diet, and I do plenty of running and things when I can, so it saves the sweating and makes it a bit easier.
What are your other highlights this year?
Oh, look, I've ridden plenty of nice horses this year. I've ridden plenty of nice maidens as well. They're nice horses to look forward to. Port Sunlight won the other day. I said she's going to be a nice filly going forward. So look, I've been very lucky. I can't complain.
Dermot's very sweet in her. And what's your hope now, I suppose, for 2021 and going forward as you develop as a senior rider?
Yeah, well, that's it. Just keep progressing and ride as many winners as I can and keep improving. I think that's the main thing.
And you're riding for a legend of the game as well?
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Wells has been very good to me, and all his owners as well have been very supportive, so I have to thank all them too.
Final question, your best ride that you have a horse this year?
I'd say it'd have to be Search for a Song, I think.